Everyone, I'm back again with another interesting video. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that I can't wait to say a big thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. Look where we are, 11,000 subscribers, and we are still counting. Thank you so much for watching my videos, for sharing with your friends, and those amazing thumbs up, right? They go a long way. Thank you. In today's video, we'll be answering some of your questions regarding your D7 visa application. A lot of you sent emails to me asking different questions about your D7 visa application, which I haven't been able to answer some of them. So I thought to make it into a video so that others who have same questions can also learn from me. My husband is here to take all the questions or to answer all your questions. We are not able to answer all the questions sent to us, but yeah, we were able to put together some important ones. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel for more informative videos. And yeah, keep watching.
Hello guys, I'm here once again and this time around I will be answering your questions regarding the Portuguese D7 residence visa. So Ami already did quite a bit of an introduction there, so I'll just jump right in. So we have quite a number of questions, so I'll read the questions and then I will provide the answers. But before I start, please note that we are not immigration officers. So we do not work on behalf of the Portuguese immigration. We only offer advice based on in-depth research and based on the experience of people who have gone through the process, okay? All right, so question 1 has to do with family application for the D7. So I'll read the question. Can I travel with my family using the D7 visa route? If yes, will the application be separated or together? What about children? So to answer your question, the details of the D7 visa process allows people to apply with their immediate families if they have the income requirement. However, what we have noticed is that some Portuguese embassies in some countries does not allow this, and I can say that about the Portuguese embassy in Nigeria. So if you are going to be applying from that embassy, you should know ahead of time that you will not be able to apply with your family. Okay, so if you have a spouse or you have children, you will not be allowed to apply with them. All right, now the thing is, if you have the requirement for a D7 visa application and your spouse also has the requirement for the D7 visa application, both of you can submit separate applications and then you can travel together to Portugal. But if it's only one applicant that has the requirement, then the person will have to apply, coming into Portugal, and then initiate the family reunion process for the immediate family members. So, but in other countries, they might allow you to apply directly with your families if you have the income requirements. Okay, so let's move on to the second question, and this has to do with accommodation. Okay, so this person is saying, is there a way one can make a tenancy contract or agreement for 12 months but make deposit for the initial 2 or 3 months before the visa application? What happens if my visa is not granted? Also, will there be any refunds? Will they be deducting my money monthly since they have my card details until after the 12th month when lease agreement ends? So I'll take it one after the other. Number 1, for you to apply for the D7, you need to show proof of accommodation for a period of at least 1 year. and there are different ways to do that. Okay, but because you are, probably, most likely you are applying from outside Portugal, and maybe you don't know anybody who can help you negotiate with a landlord or a property owner directly, there are some portals or there are some platforms where you can book accommodation. Okay, and one of them is Uniplaces. So I know that quite a lot of people have used this portal. We have also helped people to book accommodation on this portal, and it's a safe way to book accommodation. Okay, and when it comes to the length of time, you can actually book as much as you want. Okay, so imagine you want to make a reservation for 1 year. You can do that on Uniplaces, but you don't need to pay for the entire period. So on Uniplaces, you only pay a reservation fee, okay, which the landlord said. So it could be like a 1 month rent or 2 month rent. Usually it's like 1 month rent, and then you also have to pay the service charge of Uniplaces, okay, for using their platform. All right. So when the landlord agrees with your booking, they are going to debit you the reservation fee and the service charge for Uniplaces. And as far as Uniplaces platform is concerned, that will be like the end of their charges. So when you move into the property, you will now continue to pay the rent and the other maybe the utility bills directly to the landlord. Okay, so nobody is going to be debiting your card month on month. No, they will only debit it based on the reservation fee on the portal. With respect to refunds, so if something happens and your visa is not granted, well, I cannot answer this question. I think the best approach would be to check with the landlord ahead of time to understand if there will be a refund if your visa is not approved. Okay, so the best thing is to check ahead of time with the landlord. But I recommend Uniplaces, and Migrate with Harmony also has a discount code which will be in the video description that you can use when making your booking on Uniplaces so that you can get a little bit of refund. Okay. All right, so to question 3, and this is about the Portuguese bank account. So the question is, how safe is the funds which is expected of me to be transferred or deposited into a bank account in Portugal? Should I lose interest along the line due to whatever reason? Is the fund refundable to me? So number 1, your funds are safe in a Portuguese bank account. Okay, nobody is going to have access to your money. The money belongs to you, and you are the only one that has access to that account. All right, and imagine that you lose interest and you don't want to go ahead with the D7 and you have already deposited funds in the account. You always have access to those funds. So if you want to take that fund and transfer it maybe to another account, or you want to continue to maintain the account even though you are not in Portugal, it is actually legal. So your funds are safe. You have access to your fund, either you're in Portugal or not, either your visa is approved or not. Okay, and if you need help opening a bank account in Portugal, there is also a third party that offers that service. I mean, there are people that we work with, and a lot of people who actually came through Immigrate with Army has also worked with them in opening bank accounts. So you will also see the link and the detailed information in the description page of this video. Question 4. This has to do with those who have income from property. So, hello Army, we have a duplex in which we have tenants, and yearly we get an amount of money in Lagos Island. Can I use it for my D7 visa? Okay, so one of the income categories that you can use for D7 is passive income, meaning that you have a means of making income on a regular basis. So if it is property, it is also allowed. The thing is that you must be able to show that this property gives you at least the minimum wage when calculated either on an annual basis or on a monthly basis. Okay, so currently the minimum wage for Portugal is 705 euros. So you need to check if what you are getting from this property is up to that. All right, and then secondly, you must be able to show documented proof about the income that is coming from this property. So you must be able to show it, okay, that this is where the money is coming from. It's very, very important. Question 5 has to do with account balance. So, hello Ami, I would like to know how much must be in my bank account before printing my bank statement for my D7 application. So there are different categories of people that can apply for D7 visa. One of such is people who work remotely. So these are employees who are getting monthly pays. Okay, for these people, I think the most important thing is for you to be able to show that you receive a monthly income that is not lower than the Portuguese minimum wage. However, you should also have money in your account. Okay, we should have a closing balance. Of course, I can't tell you the amount because we don't work with the embassy. Okay, but you should have sufficient funds in your account to show that you have enough money that will enable you to settle down when you come to Portugal. All right. For other categories, so for people who are retired, for investors, for freelancers, you would need to get a Portuguese tax number, open a bank account in Portugal, and you should have in that account an amount which is not lower than the annual minimum wage in Portugal. So 705 euros multiplied by 12. That is what you should have minimally in that account. All right. Let's move on. Question 6. This has to do with the NIF, which is the Portuguese tax number, and the bank account. Hello, Ami. I am trying to see how you can help me with the process of getting the D7 visa for Portugal, like opening of bank account and getting the NIF number, which is the tax number. So we have an organization that Immigrate with Ami has partnered with that helps people to get the tax number and also to open the bank account in Portugal. So if you need their services, the information and the links will be in the description, in the video description. So you can check the video description and then pick the necessary information to start the process with them. Okay. Please don't fall for scams. Only use the information that is provided in the video description box. All right. Please be very, very careful. This has to do with money. All right. Okay. And then also, if you need help with guidance, so if you need, like, maybe you don't want to make mistakes in your application, you need somebody to hold your hand. I know that Immigrate with Ami offers a one-on-one guide for people who need it. So if you're in such category, you can send a DM directly to Immigrate with Ami on our Instagram page, and then she will let you know how you can initiate that with her. Okay. Okay. Question 7. So this has to do with people who don't really understand the purpose of the D7 visa. So the question says, is it worth it moving to Portugal? Can I get a job easily due to language barrier? Now, I can tell you that it's worth it moving to Portugal. All right, we've been living in Portugal for several years now, and we never had any regret taking that decision. That being said, D7 is for people who already have a source of income. So it's not for people who are desperately looking for a job. All right. So you must be able to show that you have the income requirement, and that income must be sustainable, either in terms of retirement benefit or investment or freelance services or remote job. you must be able to show that you fall into one of these categories. Of course, if you come into Portugal, you have the Portuguese residence, you can apply for a job. But D7 is for people who have a means of income and they want to live in Portugal on that income. It's not for people who are looking for job. Question 8. It has to do with passive income. So, Ami, today I would like some clarity on the passive income as part of the requirement for D7 visa. Honestly, I do not have passive income, but I do have the required amount for me and my family. Okay, so to answer your question, you need to show proof of the source of your income. So the D7 visa is not just about having money in your account. You need to show that you have a sustainable way of getting income, okay, on a regular basis. And as I've said in the previous slides, either you're a remote worker who is earning an income, or you are someone who is retired, who is getting retirement benefit regularly, or you are an investor who has, streams of income, or you are a freelancer who is offering services and you are getting payment regularly. All right. So it's not about what you have right now in your account. It's about the sustainability of living in Portugal. So you must be able to show documented proof that you have a source of income. Okay. So it's not about the money you have in your account. You need a means of sustainable and continuous income. Question 9 has to do with the D7 application. Good day, Ami. I am specifically interested in the D7 visa pathway, but I don't know where to access the forms. Do I just visit VFS office, or is there an online link for the forms? Okay. Now, when it comes to applying for the D7 visa, I know that different countries handle it differently. So you have some countries where you have to go to VFS, which is like a third-party partner that works with Portuguese embassies to apply for the D7. But I also know that in some other countries, it is the Portuguese embassy that handles the D7 visa directly. So I know that in Nigeria, for example, if you want to apply for the D7 visa, you need to go to the Portuguese embassy. Okay, it's not the VFS. In some other countries, it might be VFS. So please find out who handles the D7 visa application in the country where you want to apply for the visa. Okay, and then I also know that for Nigeria, for example, the embassy directly handles the application, and they will provide you with the application form when you come for the application. So you don't need to download any forms online, and it could be risky downloading forms online because you don't know if it's the correct form. You also don't know if the form has been updated. So please always get the form from the right source so that you know you are doing the right thing. Question 10 has to do with guidance on the application. Hi, Ami. I want to move to Portugal via the D7 visa after watching the videos on your YouTube page. Can you share me a link to commence my application? There is no link to commence application. Please don't fall for people who will, give you, who will give you wrong links in order to swindle you of your money. There is no link. If you need to apply for D7 visa, depending on who handles the application, as I said in the previous slide, either you go directly once you have the requirement to the Portuguese embassy, or if it is the VFS that handles it in your country, you go directly to the VFS. Don't apply for D7 visa through any link. Okay, please be careful. If you also need one-on-one guide, you can send a DM to the verified Instagram page of Immigrate with Ami, and then you guys can, talk to each other and see how to initiate that. Please be careful, guys. Okay, so question 11 now has to do with self-employment. Hi, Ami. Can someone who is self-employed apply for a D7 visa? Yes, If you are self-employed, you can apply for the D7 visa if you meet the income requirement and if the nature of what you do is remote. So if you are self-employed and you offer your services remotely, meaning that you can run your business from anywhere, and you also have the income requirement, and you can show this with evidence, with verified documents, then you can apply for the D7 visa. Okay, so guys, we have come to the end of the questions. I know that you have a lot of questions which we may not have covered in this video. Okay, you can still send in your question. Perhaps we'll have a part 2 of this. But guys, two things before we round up. Please seek guidance. Okay, I know that the information is available for you. It's a straightforward thing. You don't actually need anybody to help you. You can do it on your own. But if you are confused, I think the right thing will be for you to seek help. Okay, so you can reach out to Amy if you need a one-on-one guide. And then secondly, please watch out for scams. Okay, there are a lot of people who have been imitating Immigrate with Amy, sending phone numbers to people, sending links to people. Please be very careful. Don't fall for these cheap scams. All right, a lot of people are losing money to this. Please be careful. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I wish you all the best in your D7 visa application, and we can't wait to hear your good news. Bye.
If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel for more informative videos. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.